It's a competitive renewal of the ballsports.com Gold Cup handicap chase. Let's enjoy it in the company of Mike Cattermole.
And they're about to line up what should be a thriller here. And they're off and running for the ballsports.com Gold Cup of 2009. And Tamarin Bleu and Bible Law together with Our Vic, the first to begin. Razor Royale settling in fourth. And Bible Lord unseated his rider at the first fence. Bible Lord that loses Edward Cookson at the first of the 17 fences here. That leaves Our Vic in front, and he's taking the field along at a pretty decent gallop too. By about 2.5 lengths, Tamarin Bleu racing second. 3 lengths away, Razor Royale. Stan is moving up the inside to dispute third or fourth place as the runners cross the intersection and go over fence number 3. There's a mistake there by Mount Oscar at that fence, just a bit of a jolting error. Poquelin at this stage is settling in about 4th or 5th or 6th place on the inside, followed by Harmony Brig from Dawn to Dusk, and then Sky's the Limit racing in the middle of the field. And Our Vic has been carried out by the loose horse. Our Vic is out of the race, so a bit of drama on that turn then as they take their way down towards the home straight. And having to be pulled up by Danny Cook on the far side. The loose horse causing big problems for the leader there. Tamarin Bleu finds his way in front here now and comes up to the first of 4 fences in the home straight, with on the near side Hold'em in the green jacket, the colour change, who now moves into second place, but hit that. Razor Royale travelling with him. On the near side, a touch between Akara's red cap. His stable companion Stan is on the inner, tracked there by Poquelin. And then just behind them comes Harmony Brig, Mount Oscar. Sky's the Limit up the inside from Dawn to Dusk. Guanaco held up, also Chapeau Turgeon waited with Jo. Then a break to Idol first at the back of the field, and nowhere is the back marker then. Making their way towards the 6th fence here in the ballsports.com Gold Cup, which has already seen a bit of drama with Bible Lord and Our Vic out of the race. Tamarin Bleu in front, the former winner from 2007. At the back of the field, nowhere was a bit shabby at that fence. So Tamarin Bleu, Razor Royale, and on the near side Hold'em come up towards the next fence, disputing the advantage, with on the near side a touch between Akara. It wasn't all that foot perfect. Stan in the pink cap on his inside, and Poquelin and Ruby Walsh sneaking up the rail there to go in 5th or 6th place. He's been trapped there by Harmony Brig, Sky's the Limit, and Guanaco. Then comes Chapeau Turgeon on the outside of Mount Oscar. Jo, the striped and green and yellow striped jacket, followed by from Dawn to Dusk Idol first, having his first race for 2 years in the red and white chevrons at the back of the field, and a gap of 6 or 7 lengths to nowhere, who doesn't seem to be taking much of an interest here as they head down the hill towards the first of 4 down the side of the track. And it was Razor Royale that took over. Mount Oscar made a blunder at the back of the field. Nowhere has been pulled up before that fence. That was fence number 8. On towards the water jump, which is number 9. Razor Royale, Hold'em on the outside. A touch between Akara. Is right up there in the thick of things with Tamarin Bleu. Sky's the Limit in the grey gelding, the yellow and black quarter jacket. The other grey of the noseband, Chapeau Turgeon. Daryl Jacob getting him closer as they get ready for the open ditch where Hold'em hit that fence. 1 or 2 others might have made mistakes there too. In fact, reminders for Tamarin Bleu, who seems to have spat out the dummy a bit and dropping through the field. They're going towards the last fence over on the far side. Razor Royale, mistake by Sky's the Limit at that fence. Mount Oscar also again not fluent. Poquelin has snuck up the inside though for Ruby to go in about 2nd or 3rd here. Razor Royale, Poquelin with a touch between Akara's red cap, followed by Hold'em, and then just behind these and travelling nicely is Skipper's Brig, who jumped that in about 5th place behind Guanaco with Chapeau Turgeon. And Sky's the Limit still there with every chance as they go to the fence at the top of the hill, which is 5 from home. It's Razor Royale the leader. He leads narrowly by about a length. A touch between Akara is in 2nd, Poquelin 3rd. Then comes Hold'em in 4th place. Skipper's Brig is still there with every chance, having travelled well behind the pace for Brian Harding as they take their turn on the far side, which heads them down towards the 4th last in the ballsports.com Gold Cup of 2009. Razor Royale the leader comes up to the 4th last, jumps it in front of Poquelin. A mistake by Guanaco in about 7th or 8th place. On the outside, a touch between Akara is now being shaken up by Barry Geraghty. Behind these Skipper's Brig travelling well, Hold'em and Chapeau Turgeon yet to be delivered by Daryl Jacob as they go down to the 3rd last. Razor Royale in front here in the Ballsports Gold Cup from Poquelin, who just clipped the top of that fence but travels well. A touch between Akara, shaken up Chapeau Turgeon, a big danger. Also bursting through Skipper's Brig. These 5 are drawing clear now of Jo Jo, who stays on into 6th, and the weakening Hold'em is 7th. It's Razor Royale the leader as he turns towards home, with Poquelin now being produced by Ruby Walsh on the outside, Skipper's Brig and Chapeau Turgeon and Daryl Jacob the Grey on the near side. These four have it between them as they come down towards the second last. Almost together there, Poquelin and Razor Royale. Poquelin takes over. Razor Royale the far side trying to battle back. Chapeau Turgeon the danger on the near side, but it's Poquelin and Ruby Walsh over the final fence. He's up by 2 lengths. Bad mistake, Chapeau Turgeon. Great recovery, Daryl Jacob, but he's been knocked back to 4th, and that leaves Poquelin in the clear and bounding well clear up the hill. Poquelin will come home and lift the BallSports.com Gold Cup for the Stewart family. Ruby Walsh and Paul Nicholls. Razor Royale second, 3rd Skipper's Brig. Chapeau Turgeon slightly unlucky in 4th place. Jo was next. They were clear of Hold'em and Idol first, who stayed on.
Ruby Walsh and Paul Nicholls have won the BallSports.com Gold Cup, and Paul has broken his duck in the race. Poquelin has won it. Ran a strange race when second in the Paddy Power Gold Cup last time for Tranquil Sea. Much more straightforward today. Jumped through at the last, grabbed Razor Royale and ran on well up the hill. Congratulations to all involved, with Poquelin in the colours of the Stewart family. In second, Razor Royale is an improved horse over fences and led them all a merry dance. He hit the second last, which wouldn't have helped him at a crucial time, but he's run really well for Nigel Twiston-Davies and Paddy Brennan. Third was Skipper's Brig, who continues to show improved form for Nicky Richards. Brian Harding was on board him. And 4th was Chapeau Turgeon. How did Daryl Jacob manage to survive that jolting error at the last? He did more than survive. He managed to keep the horse into 4th position for David Johnson and David Pipe. But the winner is Poquelin. He's finally delivered the race that his talent suggested he should.
And he was straightforward today, Liz, to be fair. He was never that far away, none of that dropping away. He jumped well, apart from one mistake that I saw. And in the end, got the trip really well. Doubts that the jockey and other people reportedly had about the trip. He got it really well, and there was a totally straightforward run from the horse, I think. So, you know, maybe he's just grown up today. A fabulous recovery there. They might have had a 1-2. They certainly would have had a 1-3. And he did brilliantly to stay on board and get 4th prize money. Anyone who backed him each way, he'll be delighted with that effort. Razor Royale's run a stormer. He was perfectly fine at this trip. Jumped great. I thought Skipper's Brig made a couple of slight mistakes, but again, ran really well on his sort of journey down south. And the horse I want to mention, you'll see coming in the picture in a minute, coming up now in red, I thought was Idol First ran a great race after 700 days off.